It's time for the video that is the most requested on the channel, but most of you have never heard of the guitar I'm going to talk about. Battery exhausted, she says. I'm fucking exhausted. Well, that was a bit of a clickbaity intro, wasn't it? Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name's Paul. This is Marlow Studios. Here's some signs. I use some naughty language. If you don't like it, don't comment that you don't like naughty language, because no one cares if you don't like naughty language. Moving on. The first guitar ever made on this channel. People are always asking for an update. The Pallet Wood guitar. If you've never watched that build series, it's the first build series I ever did. I actually don't recommend watching it. I'm not going to link it. It's on the channel somewhere, buried under dust and crap. The idea was, let's get a neck stand. I built this guitar out of pallet wood. It's made of the worst crap you can possibly imagine. I burnt it with a blowtorch. Let me turn off the aircon. Noisy bastard. It's made of shit. The reason I did it is because in the early days, hands on hips, attention ladies. In the early days, the road to 1p, the road to becoming a monetized YouTube channel, 60,000 subs ago, I think, ish, around that. I watched lots of videos about how to be a YouTuber. And Mr. Beast comes up all the time, and one of the first things he says, which is very interesting, is when you're going to be a YouTuber, you have to realise that your first videos are going to be shit. And mine were shit. They were. There were a couple of videos from before this one, and they were really shit. Yep. But yeah, if you're stupid enough to go back and watch these, it's I'm a little bit skinnier, a little bit better looking. I'm trying to get back to that physique. That's for the second channel. Albino Fitness, coming soon.
Good lad! Well done, Paul!
So I had to make a guitar that was going to cost me nothing, because I was still running another business and I was still sinking a shit ton of money into this workshop to get it up and running. If you want to grow a YouTube channel, you have to hit the ground running. You have to have half-decent sound, half-decent cameras, a decent set. It takes a lot of work and time and thinking about it, and it's born out of passion. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, you're never going to be able to do it, because the upload schedule and 15 hours of editing a week is a monumental task. I work more now than I have done for the last 20 years. So I made a guitar out of crap. It cost me nothing. In fact, it's made of the same wood that I put on my doors for me set. It's got some Warman humbuckers in, so it hit the ground running. Always Warman humbuckers, link below. Not an affiliate link, but a great recommend. It's got the shittest tuners in the world. We even named it the Shitter. Look at that, aptly named. It's the lightest guitar. It's a PRS-y sort of style. I did a bolt-on neck. The upper fret access is non-existent. The fret job is not the best. But the whole idea, digressing, is would this guitar work made of the softest of pine crap? I put a piece of tiger wood in the back where I had left over from the pink Jazzy. And really, I mean, that stiffens the neck a bit because it's hardwood, but also you can't use pine where the truss rod is going to act on the neck because it will just pop through. C, Warlock build. Used a bit of very, very light white limber, couldn't hold the tension from the truss rod, complete fail. Not to worry at all. So here is the guitar. I will tell you now, it is fine, absolutely fine. Terrible guitar, not the best build in the world ever, but everything works and it is absolutely fine. I've not adjusted the neck on this guitar for 18 months. It's been sat in the workshop. Let's have a little look to see how I set it up, because I didn't know half of what I know now. Bear in mind, everyone, this is a learning channel. You're learning about guitars as I learn about guitars. There are people in this business on YouTube that have been fanatical for 30 years, all right? The Phil McKnights or the Andertons guys, accomplished musicians. They know guitars and how they should feel and play inside and out. I started this channel so you could watch me learn and learn with me, all right? My ego is tiny, like my cock.
Smallest dick I've ever seen on a man.
And I'm not bothered about being the best in the world. There's plenty of other guys that's really, really important to. I don't care about that. Let's have a little look at the spec. Can't even remember the scale length. There is more relief in there than I would want. All right, I'll get technical. Let's get technical. I'm not setting this guitar up. I'm never gonna touch it. I'm not even gonna adjust this neck. So it is 0.25 mil on the neck. So it's got a little bit more relief than I would want. Not enough to really affect playing. It's fine. The action's really still really low. I did set it up pretty low when I made it. It's actually 1.4 top and bottom. So yeah, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with this guitar at all. It's apart from the fact that it's crap. It's made of scrap wood. It was never designed to be played by anyone of note. I just made it as a video editing practice piece, really. It's going to sit on the wall forever in the workshop. It will never be sold, and it's just an ornament. The first thing I ever made in here that was of any significance. Got the channel rolling, didn't it? It got the ball rolling, and yeah, for that reason, I mean, there's chunks missing out the pine. I didn't select the timber at all. Anyway, enough of this. You can make a guitar out of pine and a little bit of tiger wood, and it'll be fine. So if you want to, that's fine. Fill your boots. I don't recommend it. Just buy a maple neck. Bodies out of pine, no problem at all. You have to use some big old washers, otherwise the screws will just pull right through because it's very soft. But next, just get a maple blank's like 20 quid. Fill your boots. What this video is really about is phase 2, because that is an interesting topic. Pine neck, crap guitar, pull my shorts up, utter wank, yeah, complete waste of time. Just an exercise for me to learn video editing. That's all it was. However, I did watch some videos from Texas Toast, and I love their opinion on things very similar to mine. I thought rather than just do a review of the first piece of shit, I'll make another one, but we'll do an experiment, because all very well that's been hanging on the wall in the workshop or in piles of other guitars and it's been moved around. I've dropped it a couple of times. I've made Mark II. So I'd like to introduce you. This is Pallet Wood guitar number 2. Now I think you can agree it's a lot prettier, right? I thought I'd make a bit of an effort. It's got some maple on the top, but on the bottom, it's got utter crap. The same pallet wood that made that first guitar. I had quite a big stash. I've put a bit of wenge in the neck this time, again, because we have to be able to handle a truss rod. But that's all. So we've got a maple cap, flame maple cap, because I wanted to make this look a bit pretty. And I've got a bit of wenge in the neck. I've taken the time to make this guitar nice.
It's nice.
It plays really nice. I've got some glow-in-the-dark dots. We've got a eucalyptus fretboard. We've got some amazing hand-wound humbucker pickups, which are very PAF inspired from Doc. Everyone knows Doc. He's a friend of the channel. The Canadian dentist that also makes guitars.
Fuck you very much.
Check out Silton and Guitars on Instagram. I'll tell you how you spell that, because the geezer can sort your fucking teeth out and your tone. Figure that out. And he's a prolific lover, I'll have you know. So why have I made this? Well, I have made it for a reason, and I've made it. I've had a few different things to think about with this guitar. I'm going to give it a final setup today, because we're going to send it on its way. That's the interesting thing. You can play this if you want. I'm at the guitar show next year in Birmingham. I forget the fucking date, March or April, one of those. Until then, I'm going to send this guitar out to whoever wants to play it. I don't care, as long as you're going to gig it. I've made a soft pine minger of a guitar with some lovely gear in it, and I'm going to send it out to every musician that wants to gig it. If you do gig it, all you have to do is email me a short 20-second video of it being played. It doesn't even need to have good sound. So this will be at Birmingham Guitar Show at the end. This will come back. You can come and have a look. You can come and have a look yourselves if you want. I'm not really going to Birmingham Guitar Show to sell anything. I'm just going to go and say hello to people and to have a nose and nick other people's ideas, because that's what luthiers do. They don't tell you that, but that's all they're fucking doing. They're banking the ideas. This will be coming with me, and then at the end of that one, we'll raffle this off. I'm not going to keep this one. We'll raffle this one off. I'll make sure it's still looking pretty. Hopefully, if you do gig this, it's got a very thin finish. If it gets all dinged up and naturally relicked by musicians, obviously I'll send it off in a hard case, then that's fine, all right? Don't feel like you've got to treat it like a princess. You haven't. Give her some love. Anyway, I started this one off and it's already been gigged once. Here's a little sample of Mr. Cordy playing it live at the gig. Awesome, isn't it? I mean, I'm going to do a little demo down in Fritzl's today because it's customary, but it's going to be shite because Mr. Cordy's been playing it and he knows how to play a guitar. So, and I don't. Fucking, there you go. I do practice hard. So I can't remember the scale length as ever. Oh, sorry, it's a Fender scale length. I basically made this, stuck it in a bag, and then when I shot a video recently with John and Stevie Cassidy and a few others, I just gave it to him there and then. I said, "Here, mate, go and give this a try." It does need a setup, so that's what we're going to do. The neck is pretty much, it's almost backbowing. I'll put a spoke wheel truss rod in it. So I'm just going to release the neck a little bit, just a tiny bit. If you do that, give it a little bend, get her moving. Spot on. Tiniest amount of relief in the middle of the neck. That's fine. Check my nut slots. Beautiful. So I cut my nuts to 0.45 on the lower 3 strings and about 0.3 on the high. So the nut's fine. Someone did comment recently that this is no good for checking action on the 12th fret. This is actually for checking the strings at the nut where there's a lot of tension. This is the Stu Mac one and it is machined beautifully. So the weight of this is so negligible, it just does not affect the height of the strings. Lots of luthiers use these to check the height of your strings at the 12th. I've got 1.5 on the high E, 1.5 on the low. I mean, to be fair, we could come down a little bit on the high E, shall we? Should we treat ourselves? The frets could probably do with a little polish and shine. I'm not going to bother because this is going out on the road. This is going to Mr. Stevie Cassidy next, and he's going to gig it for me. I'm not sure if he knows. That's fine. So if you want to play this, if you want to gig it, that's fine. But you have to commit to the 15 quid to send it to the next person. You don't have to insure it. It's worth about 6p. It would just be a standard Royal Mail 24-hour package. It will come in a box, reuse the box, send the bastard on. That's all you've got to do. Right, so I'm just going to reduce down. .35. I think that's fine. I'm just going to whip through now and just make sure the radius of my strings matches the fretboard, which is a 12-inch. So I'm perfectly fine with the setup of this guitar. Tiniest amount of relief, 12-inch radius all set. We're just going to double check the intonation. I have got a new pedal coming through intonation. Now, here's an interesting topic. We're going to check the intonation. Fucking things. Don't get old, people. Reading glasses are a bastard. Another comment I've got, someone called me a fucking amateur, which is, I'll get that a bit, that's fine. To be fair, mate, you're probably not wrong. You should check intonation with the guitar sideways rather than on its flat. Now, I don't know what they know that I don't know. I have heard that, I've read that. It's one of those internet things, it's the bits of knowledge that's been passed down. The only thing that's really going to affect the intonation of this guitar is the weight of the string, and that's going to apply sideways or down. But what we're going to do, a quick experiment. I've got a new pedal coming from Dario, which is way better than this one for checking intonation. I think one of the things that people overlook is the quality of the tuning device you're using. If you're going to use a clip-on one, sometimes I'll get a different intonation reading from that as I will from that one. So you can hear it with your ears if intonation is way out, but when you're talking about 0.5%, it's much more difficult, and you really want a nice accurate pedal. One thing I do agree with the interneters is always use a pick. Let's get you down on the tuner. So, that would say to me I'm sharp, so I need to pull this back. See, this tuner, when you're trying to be really accurate, but I'll try it on its side, exactly the same. So it's giving me the same reading on its flat or on its back. So I don't know where that myth comes from. I certainly get it close enough with the guitar laying down. The whole practice of supporting the body and the neck nice and level, support the neck in the middle to minimize forces. I get the same readings flat or laid down. So whoever did leave that comment, you can eat a bag of dicks, you fucking idiot. And I hope your day's better today than it was that day when you decided to call me names on the internet. Oh, he's very rude, but I'm going to insult him anyway. Lovely, mate. That's fine. So I'll just run through, check the intonation. Just a simple rule, innit? If you pluck it at the 12th, tune your string, pluck it at the 12th. If it's sharp, move your saddle away from the nut. That's all you need to know. She's intonated. Oh, it's almost like I did it properly the first time. There you go. So that works fine for intonation, but I've got a better tuner coming. That thing's a little bit Billy Basic. I mean, it's fine as a tuner. It is fine on a pedal board, definitely, for 20 quid. Lovely. But, you know, if Dario want to send me a real posh one, I'm going to use the posh one. So let's go down to Fritzl's and give this a cheeky demo. Before we go down to Fritzl's, I've basically used brass inlays in there with glow-in-the-dark dots, glow-in-the-dark big-ass side dots. I like a thicker fretboard, not as thick as my kids. I've gone for Billy Basic Wilkinson tuners. I can't even remember what I put in the middle. It's got a Geiger bridge. I love Geiger hardware. Geiger are now on board with the channel proper. I've got to send them a list. They're going to sponsor a few builds coming up. My affiliate link for Geiger is below. As is my affiliate link for Fretilizer, which I recommend that everyone use for frets, although I'm not doing it in this one. I might do it in the next one I film today. Don't know what guitar I'm going to be rescuing. Now, I've had to put a Billy Basic ferrule guide in the back. Now, obviously, here's the salesman bit. If you're going to drill yours out and do them individually and do them properly, you need a decent ferrule guide, which I sell. Link below, eBay shop. Woo! And the t-shirts should be available now as well. That will do for 2 different bridge sizes. You can put ferrules through. They're 30 quid. That'll last your whole life. It's made of fucking nuclear fusion steel. I mean, they're just beastly. Lovely bit of kit. Support the channel, people. Support the channel. So I've had to use that, otherwise it would have just pulled through the pine. So that makes it a bit more stable. If you've not seen them before, they look like that. They're on Amazon. They're a little bit amateur. If you fucked your O's up, it's a good little rescue. Because honestly, works fine. And it's on the back of the guitar. So who honestly gives a shit? Really, it'll be fine. If it's yours, just use it. Handy in a scrape. Yeah, so in there, I've got an import switch, which I actually like them. They're called Cache. They're on eBay. I'll link them below. Brilliant switches. Just simple to use. And 2 full-size CTS pots and an orange drop capacitor. No, yeah, and there's an output jack of a brand. I can't remember what it is. There's no push-pull. There's no splitting of humbuckers. There's none of that going on. It's Billy Basic, but it sounds phenomenal. Doc's pickups are absolutely luscious. And I think you'll agree, looks really nice. Let's go down to Fritzl's and then we'll come back up and I'll talk about just the process of yeah, what it's actually like to do this bollocks for a job. Right, so that's as interesting as it gets. It didn't need a lot of love. I'd already done it. It's one of mine, innit? Of course it's fucking beautiful. We're going to track this one on Instagram. I was going to start a Facebook page and all that, but Facebook's a little bit fucking my generation, isn't it? So we're going to do it all on Instagram because I already do that. It will get shared on Facebook as well. If you want to contact me regarding gigging this, as a few of you already have, email me, and you need to email me your address and mobile number, and I can pass that to whoever's got it first in the queue, and they will send it to you. If you take this and you gig it, you have to just commit to paying 15 quid to posting it to the next person. It will be in a hard case. The box will be well protected. You'll be able to just reuse all the packaging. It's 15 quid. You don't need to insure it, or you can drop it to a musician. If you're going to give it to a friend for them to gig, that's fine. If that's more convenient, just make sure they also send me their address and mobile number, because I need to track it a little bit, don't I? But again, if it gets lost to the ethos, I'm not going to worry too much, but it would be nice for it to turn up at the guitar show, wouldn't it? So we can get some famous people to have a go at it, because I will be sticking my fucking neck out and getting them to have a whirly gig. Thanks for watching this video. I think it's short and sweet. I'll leave you with a Mr. Cordy demo, because he can play it proper. Mine were a little bit disgusted. Thanks. Special wave, special wave. Next week, new build day. I know I've done this on a build week, but this is kind of build centric, isn't it? It's sort of, you know, it's not a Monday morning fluff piece. It's one of mine. So I hope you liked it. I'm sorry the video is not what was to be expected. Just a little tip, which is all I've ever got. We're building a micro Kessel. Google that, Gibson micro Kessel. I'd never heard of it. And I'm making that up completely as I fucking go along. I'll see you next week, everyone. Love you lots.
And tell us, you went on a sponsored slim, didn't you?
Yeah.
How much do you owe 'em?